My name is Sylvester Benson, and in 1963 I enrolled at the College of the Ozarks, and I became the first black athlete to compete in intercollegiate sports. When I first arrived at the College of the Ozarks as a freshman in 1963, I came from a segregated school, an all-black high school. So I'd never had a white teacher, never gone to classes with white students, never had a white coach. I had no knowledge about the fact that I would be the first black player in the state, and didn't find out that I was going to be the first until probably near the end of first semester. As basketball started and conversations were held, and my name was starting to get written up in some of the papers around the state, and it kind of dawned on me what that was going to mean for me. As we approached the season, it was a real strong message sent to this school indicating they did not want me to play basketball in this conference. It was not uncommon for the other school to call our athletic director, our head coach, and indicate that if indeed they chose to bring me as a team member, then they would not be responsible for my life. Our team was not able to do dining outside of Clarksville, and all of that had to do with the fact that I was a black player that a lot of folks did not want on the team. They did not want to see the league integrated or black players being brought in. In fact, it got to be very risky because one night the coach did decide to stop at a place. All of a sudden he comes out and says, "We need to get on the bus right away." We walk out of this restaurant going back to the bus, which was only about 20 paces, and there was a line of white guys on both sides, clubs and chains, whatever, and we walked back, got on the bus, and they followed us probably for 10 miles, beating on the side of the bus, throwing things at the side of the bus. It was tough just to be a team member. It was tough to go out and concentrate on the game of basketball without thinking about what's happening in the stands, or whether or not I'd get off that court alive, or if I'd make it back home or back to campus alive. The fact that being the only black player in the entire state at the intercollegiate level as a freshman in 1963, and how that affected me, sometimes physically, in terms of some of the things I had to deal with in practice. At the end of my freshman year, the basketball coach calls us into this gymnasium. He had 6 names on one side of the board and 6 on the other. My name was on the left side with the other 5 players. And what he did was went down the list first of all with the ones on the right side. And he explained to them why their scholarships would not be renewed. And then he turned to the left side and gave each one of us his marching orders in terms of what he would expect from us coming back to next year. And the reason why he did that, in my estimation, was because of some of the turmoil we had on the team, on my team, or our team, my freshman year. And he saw that that was not going to be something that was going to be conducive to learning or to the atmosphere that they were trying to develop here on campus. And I have to say the school was very supportive of that. They were committed to diversity. They were committed to seeing the person for who that person is. And that was from the president down to the cafeteria worker. That was just a given. And that was something that I felt, and a number of students I think on campus felt that way. By my sophomore year, we brought in 4 more black players. I even did some recruiting with the coach because he was determined to bring in some more athletes. The trailblazer stuff, that didn't dawn on me during those times. Me being the test case, and proving some of those things that they were concerned about as to being incorrect and false, help open the door for other players to come in.